Hi everyone, happy Sunday, and my name is Vanya. The reason why I want to make this video is because I want to share with you the journey of faith that I have with God, and I hope that this will encourage you in your journey with God and your faith with God, especially during waiting season. This is going to be a very long video because I'm going to tell you the details of it and the story of it. If you decide that this is not for you, then you can skip it. But if you decide that this is for you and you want to listen to it and you want to hear more about it, then this is for you. I just want to tell you the first background story of this, right? I have my own company, and then one of my company do is artist and brand representation. I have a metal band, like rock and roll band. One of the things that as a rap do is actually connecting them to a label, a music label, or promoting them in Indonesia or in Asia. That's one of the job that to do is to promote them and become their sales rep and becoming their marketing stuff, marketing promotions, do marketing promotion for them. The thing is, I love pop music and I love boy bands. Rock and metal stuff for me is a brand new thing. I love music. I listen to Bon Jovi, Aerosmith, Air Supply, MLTR, like slow rock things. I'm aware of rock and metal stuff, but I'm not deeply connected to their communities, especially in Indonesia, that they call it as skena. So I don't know about all of these things. When I took the responsibility as their rep, I was thinking of like, wow, this could be a really good thing for my company. But other than that, I didn't know what to expect. I just seriously give this business unit to God, and because of my walk with faith of God, and I'm a Christian, so like I believe in Jesus and such. So I give that to God and then let God do the work. Let God do the rest of the works and lead me to of the things that I have to do. And it was in September 2023 last year. It's 6 months now, and the first steps, right, for my band, it's just kind of like a brand new band. They just released their albums and such. In Indonesia, they don't know about this band yet, but they know the frontman because of the viral things that he did with one of the biggest artists in Indonesia. We are riding that wave, and also we are trying to make that market happen, and there's a brand stance, and we need branding, we need promotion, and we need showcase, we need like an album listening party and such. I have this idea to actually make like an event, like an album listening party, or like a Jakarta Rock Night, or like a little mini festivals and such. But I didn't realize on how much planning and operational and money and and budgets and such that we need to put in. I'm aware of all those stuff. I'm aware of like all of this cost estimate, PNL, and then RAB, and then sponsors. I'm aware of the stuff, and I know how to make it because my background is in theater, and then I can make shows, and I directed shows before, but in theater. It's not an event like a music concert and such. I'm aware of that surroundings, but to make it myself with my team is like a brand new experience for me. Long story short, in October, I decided to make a mini rock festival called Jakarta Rock Night. And I was so excited for my artist to come back to Indonesia and to actually promote his album here in Indonesia. And it was like a very tough moment for me back then, because I literally praying every single day to God, says like, God, please give me money and sponsors and funders so that I could have this event going on, this mini rock festival called Jakarta Rock Night. And I remember that day, for days, I was just trying my hard to connect myself with a lot of people and with a lot of investors as well. But all they say is either silent or we are still trying to make it happen, something like that. Either silent or wait. That's the answer. And then I remember like sitting down in my office, in my house, in my home. I was just like staring at the sky. I'm like, God, what's going on? God, what's this? Like, why is not moving? Why am I just stuck? And why am I not having sponsors or funders or investors and such? And then I prayed about it. And there's one word that God says to my heart. He said, "You're not ready yet." Then I'm like, what do you mean, God? I'm not ready. Of course I'm ready. Sometimes I'm stubborn and like very stubborn. When we walk with God as a human being, sometimes we just like, what do you mean, God? I'm ready. But then God knows you better, and God knows you more deeper to yourself than you. When God says you're not ready yet, really? And then God explains to me on why he said I'm not ready. One of the reasons that I'm not ready is because if I do it in December, in just short amount of time, which is 3 months preparations, because the idea first came up in October, and then I have to be ready in December. That's 3 months. Then it's too fast, and your heart to receive a big amount of money is not ready yet. That's what God says to me. What should I do about this? You should try to open, and then God says you should try to be more open to people, and you should try to network even more and promote your band even more to the social media and to the market and to everything. That's basically what I did after I received the confirmation that I'm not ready yet to actually make my first event, my first concert as Ramatama, as a promoter. And then fast forward to now, which just leads me to the point of why I'm making this video, is if you are in waiting season, don't give up just yet, because God is in the process of cooking things slowly. God is in the process of cooking things slowly. Remember that. I remember that from a sermon from Mike Todd or from Stephen Furtick. Why is God cooking things slowly? Because as a God of universe, you as a human being, because God so loved the world, he gave his only son, and he loves you very much. You as a human being, you can literally ask for anything, every single thing. You can manifest, you can actually visualize it and make things happen and request every single thing that you desire deep inside your heart. You can literally pray about it and ask God to, that you want that, because he loves you and he listens to every single prayer that you have. If you're in waiting season like me as well, God's character is not an instant thing. God's character he's a chef. Imagine him as a chef. He likes to prepare things for you. All you have to do is to tune in inside your heart and to tune in into his voice, so that you listen to him and that you follow his steps where he's guiding you. He's into opening doors for you, but not too big, so you are able to receive it. He's opening doors for you little by little, step by step, because he knows if he give you lump sum, you're not ready to receive that lump sum. The weight and the weight of your shoulders, if you receive that lump sum of what you are asking, you're not ready to receive that, because God is not just giving you a material things of what desire of your heart, but God is actually preparing your heart to receive his blessings that you ask of him. Do you follow me? For example, after that season of December in making that first mini concert didn't happen, and it was like, it's not failed, but it's a postponed thing. And when God says you're not ready yet, that means my heart to receive His blessings is not ready yet. Fast forward to now, that's in December, of November, September, November, December. Fast forward to now, now is February, right? In after that didn't got through. It was planned to have it on 10 December, so it doesn't go through. Then God gave me like another idea. God gave me another idea to make. You know what? Maybe we should just make like a small little event, and then just like a small listening party where people come and then you collab with cafes and such, and then just come and listen to his album, to my band album. And then I was thinking maybe the December mini concert budget was mini festival concert budget was too big. Then maybe if I could, like, this idea came up to me, maybe if I could make like a small event with just 100 million rupiah or like 200 million rupiah, and do like a tour with album listening party, just like a party thing, like a listening party thing. Maybe I could do it, with a small budget, So that's the idea, the first idea. And then I met with a lot of people from Black Owl, from cafes, from all the stuff. Then it gave me like another ideas. Hey, if I actually do this album listening party without the artist come, will that be fun? Or will that be just like, because the album listening party, the first idea was the album listening party to actually have the artist on Gmeet, on Google Meet, on virtual, so that I don't have to, prepare the budget for their flights, their hotels, and their visas, all that stuff. So the idea was to have a virtual fan meet through Gmeet and have like a listening party with the fans. And then the idea has evolved like a few weeks after the idea thing, and then I tried to reach out to a lot of people. I remember from there to now, I changed the proposal deck for like 4 times already. So it's developing and it's ongoing, and then now it's 50% cooked. If God says cooking, then it's 50% cooked. Fast forward to like 2 weeks after I have the idea and actually try to make it happen and such. It was from December to January, 1st January, like early week of January. And then it developed into like, wait a minute, if I actually have this promo thing, why not I actually make the artist come here to Indonesia? Maybe not a full band set, but maybe just like two personnel, the 2 important personnel. And then like, wait a minute, yeah, that's actually a very good idea. And then how much is the budget? Because everything comes with the budget, of course. And then like I calculate everything. Okay, this is not too much. Like the first Jakarta Rock Night idea is actually within this budget. I can actually like achieve 2 or 3 cities to make things happen for them, and we call it as a promo showcase. Okay, that's a very good idea. So I write everything down and start planning things down. And then when is the date? At first it was in March, right? And then it was a good idea to do it March because my artist is free in March for schedule wise. But then it's like a fasting season, so it's impossible to actually receive like a crowd permit in March. So then I postponed again to June, July. And yeah, then now it's fixed on June, July. And it actually has unofficially announced in a rock community. But going into from the idea of having them to come here and fast forward it to today to get into a rock community and meet these amazing, wonderful people, it starts with the idea of having a virtual interview media press day for my band. This is the most important thing. A media interview online for my band. I was planning it, and it changes everything. Why? Because from this media interview, Gmeet online, I met a lot of media, and some of the media is actually part of the Skena community, the rock community. And he introduces me to an important person within that rock community that I met just last night. Did you get my point? If God give me a full set of fresh money, let's say to make this showcase, it needs like, let's say to make this showcase, I need like 2M or like 1M, for example. If God give me instant process of, Vanya, here's the money for you, do you think I can process it? Do you think I can manage the money well? Do you think my heart is ready to receive that big amount of 1M in front of my eyes? If God give me this fresh money instantly, I don't think so, right? But he gave me breadcrumbs. God gave me little by little, step by step. He gave me the right foundation to actually make this showcase happen. He gave me the right foundation to actually make this showcase happen. Foundationnya apa? What's the foundation? He starts with little things. He starts with the soil. I was just in Hillsong today, and then the preacher speaks about soil and seeds and wheat and all this stuff. He starts with soil, the right soil. In the real life, this soil is a connection with people. It's a network with people. I work so hard, 24/7, no rest, to make this showcase happen. And I promised to God, the first time I got this job, like I got this responsibility as my band rep, the first thing that I said to God, God, I will work my very hardest to actually promote them and make them famous in Indonesia, in Asia as well. So from there, but then we don't have a backup of label, a music label yet. So I was trying to find ways so hard to where is the right perfect label for my band? I haven't got any until last night. So it was like God give you soil of right foundation first, which is connections and networks. And he starts to open doors little by little and starts to build up, and then starts to put the seeds on it. Me meeting meeting a rock music label in Indonesia, in Jakarta, through my friend from the media that I meet on Media Press Day that I created in January 10th. Yeah. It was the seed that I needed. And amazingly, I didn't know that I will meet this person last night. It was from my friend that introduced me to him. It was a surprise for me. And God using my friend to actually introduce him to me. Mind blown. Right? So if you're in your waiting season and you're waiting for something big, just remember that God will not give you a lump sum if your heart is not ready. But if your heart is ready and your God is already working towards in your heart, then you will receive your lump sum. I mean, depends on your situation. But in my situation, he actually created me, building my character little by little through networks by networks. He opened doors for me through breadcrumbs into breadcrumbs, and start to put the soil in, just start to put the seeds in, and then start to put the branch in, and then when the showcase happened, that's when all of this foundation become a tree. When the showcase happened, the tree has grown so much into big that If people shake me, it won't affect me because God has already put the right foundation in my heart. How amazing is that? And every single time I remember towards that, and every single time I start to overthink myself, I start to have this attack from the devil that tries to make me pessimist and negative thinking or overthinking. God reminded me again on how he blesses this showcase. God reminded me again on how he blesses this showcase, that he create doors for me. He opened doors for me. And he gave me network and connections little by little. Say to me, Vanya, you're ready. Vanya, I'm creating you. I'm building you right now to go there. And I will give you the tools to go there so that when you reach your destination, you're actually ready. And this situation is different than when I was in December. I feel so stuck in December that I don't know what to do. But this time, God actually leads me to where I have to go in June, July. And he blesses me with a lot of connections. And he gave me blessings upon blessings towards these people, towards these connections. And they are strangers at first, but then God uses them to give me valuable insights, to give me valuable info about Scanna, about Rock Comunitas, about all of these things that I needed to create my bandstands, the brand of my bandstands in Indonesia. And I keep saying to God, God, this showcase is not just for me or my band or my company. This showcase is for your glory. Even though this showcase is a metal rock band thing, but the steps going to this showcase, people will know and people will see that this is from you. And that's where I shake my hands to God and says, let's do this together. And that's what he did. And that's what he does and still does. When you're in your wedding season and your wedding period, don't lose hope. Don't lose hope. Because God's got you. And he always got you. And he loves you very much. Cheers. Thanks for listening to me for 28 minutes. But, yeah. Praise Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Happy Sunday. And I love you.